Le Ventre de Paris is the third novel in Emile Zola's Rugenmakert series. The story is set in the central market district of Paris, the vast food market known as Le Ventre de Paris, the belly of Paris. This novel explores themes of social struggle, oppression, and revolt, focusing on the working classes and the commercial bourgeoisie. The novel begins with the arrival of Florent Quenu in Paris, a thin and starving man who has escaped from a penal colony in French Guiana, where he was unjustly deported after the events of 1851. Florent returns to his half-brother Quenu, a successful butcher living comfortably with his wife Lisa. Lisa embodies the contented petite bourgeoisie, obsessed with order and prosperity. Florent, an idealist disgusted by social injustice, is appalled by the opulence and abundance of the market, which starkly contrasts with the poverty of the working-class neighborhoods. He is hired as an inspector at the market, but his presence soon becomes a threat to the established order. Florent becomes involved with a group of revolutionary Republicans plotting against the imperial regime, but their ideals clash with the general indifference and the power of the commercial bourgeoisie. Lisa, seeing Florent as a threat to her tranquil life, eventually denounces him to the authorities. Florent is arrested again and sent back to the penal colony, sealing the victory of the fat, the well-fed, over the thin, the oppressed. The novel ends on a bitter note, with the triumph of conservative and bourgeois forces. Lisa and Quenu continue their prosperous life undisturbed, while Florent, the defeated idealist, is sacrificed on the altar of social order. The market, with its abundance and wealth, remains untouched, indifferent to the misery that surrounds it. Le Ventre de Paris is a powerful social critique of Parisian society under the Second Empire. Zola uses the central market as a metaphor for the belly of society, a place of material wealth and excessive consumption, but also a symbol of the moral decadence of the bourgeoisie. The contrast between the fat and the thin is central to the novel. The fat, like Lisa and Quenu, represent the well-fed and content bourgeoisie, who benefit from the market's opulence without concern for the suffering of others. The thin, like Florent, are the victims of social injustice, crushed by a system that values order and wealth over humanity and solidarity. Zola also critiques the complicity of ordinary people with the powers that be, who, out of fear or self-interest, prefer to maintain the status quo rather than risk change. Florent's betrayal by his own family illustrates this tendency to sacrifice ideals for the sake of material security and comfort. Le Ventre de Paris is thus a naturalistic novel that highlights social inequalities and the mechanisms of power that uphold bourgeois order. Through Florent's fate, Zola shows the relentlessness of society against those who dare to challenge the established order, while offering a vivid and realistic portrayal of Paris's market district.